So yes, guys, thank you so much for the short intro. Thank you, Bulwark, Sonali, Livin, and Ajoy to uh, have this event arranged even during Onam and the attendees too. So myself, as Livin give a short intro, I'm Mohsin. This is my seventh year with ESET. I'm taking care of UAE, Qatar, and basically a Middle East region business for the channel. And today we are here to discuss about ESET and Safetica. So ESET, I'm pretty sure you would have heard it is an endpoint antivirus or say EDR or XDR kind of a solution or a vendor. These are the latest technological terms which are being used when you define an endpoint vendor. So yes, ESET is an endpoint solution which has EDR, XDR, DLP solution as an Alliance technology. So Alliance technology, we work with Safetica. So Safetica is the Alliance technology we work with. And now I will just give you a short intro on ESET as well as Safetica. All right. Now, what's ESET? ESET has been a number one cybersecurity company in European Union. All right. So in European Union, we are the number one vendor when it comes to cybersecurity, and we have been holding on to this tag for almost 6th year uh, in this organization while I'm here. All right. So yes, this is one of the most important slide, which might sound not so important to the channel partners, but I would like to stress and request you all to ponder over this particular slide. That is, we are there for 30 years in this industry, right? And it says we are independent and innovative. And in blue, it is very clearly mentioned one of very few private companies which is privately held. Why? Because if you see, Sophos has been acquired by a private company, all right, uh, which is basically run by shareholders. Okay, you have CrowdStrike, which is again a public listed company acquired. You have recently, 3 or 4 days back, Central One going into the market for acquisition. All right. And back in the days, you had Malwarebytes, F-Secure. So all these vendors have come and gone by. Sophos is there, CrowdStrike is there yet in the market. But you would have seen the price structure or the partner discount structure has been fluctuating, changing. It goes up and down. Why? Because these are run by a public listed company. So when we say public listed company, it is basically shareholders who define the product, how it has to be sold, how it has to be catered to the client, because it is number driven. With ESET, it is independent and innovative. So basically, we promote the technology. Our solution is all about technology, and we still take care of your channel partners and our distributors in the rightest way. Nothing has changed since 15 to 20 years. We are there in the same market together, along with Bulwark. Now, 1 billion internet users protected by our technology. When I say this, I can proudly say any person sitting in corner of the world or sitting in UAE, wherever they are, whoever is using Google Chrome, the browser, web browser, is using ESET technology. That is, Google Chrome uses ESET's solution in the background to protect all their browsing users from any threats which is there in the market while using their web browser. Yeah, we have an official partnership with Google. We work hand in hand with them. So we protect their web browsing users using our ESET technology. Some of the other numbers you see, 400K plus business customers, varying from SMBs to enterprises. We are there in 200 plus countries and territories, as well as the most essential part, our R&D centers are there globally in 13 sites. All right. So this is how we are spread across the world. Our headquarters is in Bratislava and regional office in US, San Diego. We are there in South America, Buenos Aires. We are there in Asia too, Singapore, where the regional center is. Australia, UAE, US. We are locally based in Dubai Internet City at Dubai. So we have 23 offices. And one more interesting part, Over here, if you see, it is a Bratislava based company, European Union, so it is GDPR compliant, compliant, and you will not have the same issues as what unfortunately Kaspersky is facing right now due to global war. Now, these are some of the ratings by third parties. Personally, if you ask me, I don't vouch for this third party ratings because end of the day, you know how the market works. It's all paid and done. But yet, as a vendor, we have to present this because some of the customers are still not enlightened, or partners are still not enlightened. Still, they talk about Gartner and third party ratings. Yeah, so unfortunately, for this kind of scenarios, yes. So ESET is in the challenger category for second year running. This is due to we didn't add the component which was essential to take us to the leader space. And in the upcoming slide, you will be seeing that we brought this bundle and we'll be in the leaders category coming year. We are a strong performer as per Forrester Wave. We are there side to side with other vendors like Casper, Symantec, which has again been acquired unfortunately. So they are called as Broadcom. Yes, we are there a strong performance along with these leaders. And now, when it comes to Radicati, we are a top player. When I say top player, they have their different ways of analyzing the solution. So, as per them, we are along with the top players of Central One, Kaspersky, Cisco, McAfee, and Symantec. Now, in Canalys 2020, we were in champion position. So, our solution was monitored or say evaluated in a different way where it puts us in the champions category along with Juniper as well as Fortinet in this ratings by Canalys, right? So to brag or back all this what we spoke right now, it's end of the day about the technology, right? So when it comes to technology, ESET is going to protect you from the common challenges or the latest challenges which you see in the industry right now. Say for example right now targeted attacks, that is and government being targeted or a specific company being targeted, or compliance where you have ISO certification, HIPAA certification, all this kind of certifications. You have attack prediction response, you have ransomware, UEFI, IoT basically is Internet of Things, cyber warfare, machine learning, all this technological terms or threats which is faced globally is all going to be protected or mitigated with the help of ESET technology. So when I say ESET technology, this is how it is. We differentiate our technology components into three layers, that is pre-execution, execution, and post-execution. All right. So I must stress this point. Certain vendors charge their customers or charge the channel partners, especially since it's a channel partner event. Here you have to mainly think when you talk to your customer about a product, you might sell it very easily because of the branding, right? When it comes to support or when it comes 2 months down the line, if the customer is going to come and tell you, I need this component, I need you this feature, it is end of the day the partner who's at stake, not the customer or the vendor, right? The vendor has sold the solution via yourself to the customer. So you are the talking point or you are the meeting point for the customer. It is you who has to retain the customer and sustain in the market. So you must go with a product which complements your vision, complements your business, and complements your customers' needs. Why I'm telling you this is certain vendors charge you for a component like device control, right? Which I'm going to just talk to you about. So yes, this is the market scenario. So I would request you again to think about this. So in the pre-execution level, we have repetition, cache, and DNA detection. We are there in 20. We are there for 20 years in the market. We are there in the enterprise sector. We are there in the SMB sector. We are there in the home user sector too. So our database is big. That's how basically you measure the endpoint vendor for a partner. Personal advice, just an knowledge enhancing point for you to think about is, or a tip is, to see how long a vendor is there in the market, because the longer he's there in the market, the database is big and his reputation or the protection level is going to be way higher, right? So repetition, cache, and DNA detection basically checks the files background history and how it has been behaving in the other endpoints or other network level, and it will report back to the user. You have UEFS scanner, which checks at RAM level whether it is acting malicious. That is, if you open calculator application and if it is taking 1 MB of your RAM, it is acting fishy. So there might be a malicious command which is it is trying to run in the operating system. So ESET can find out that for you. Then you have device control, which basically helps you to block your USB ports as well as external devices which can be used in the particular machine using policies from your management console. Then you have network attack protection on the network level. If there is any malicious file, ESET will be helping you to identify it. You have product sandboxing, that is any file which is going to come into the network will be run first in cloud sandboxing environment of ESET, and then it will be checking its genuinity and reporting back whether the file can be opened or no. And then you have machine learning. If you see in the pre-execution level, ESET puts machine learning in the last part. There are vendors again in the market who would speak only about machine learning, say machine learning is the future. No, with ESET, we say it's in hand in hand. At the end of the day, you must have human touch, and ESET has machine learning, which is just an added component, and we don't solely depend on machine learning. So this is the pre-execution level. Next, you have execution level. You have ransomware shield. You have advanced memory scanner. That is, it does a check thoroughly when the system is being booted itself. So in the boot level itself, ESET scans to check whether any malicious file is there, spiking up the performance of the system at the booting level itself. Then you have deep behavioral inspection, where a thorough run will be checked on the application. Script scanner and exploit blocker is basically where it checks the script of the language. That is, if you open an Excel file and ransomware 3 years back, the most common way for a customer or an user to be attacked was Microsoft Excel. So script scanner helps you to mitigate such challenges. And then you have exploit blocker, where the repetitive attacks can be stopped. Finally, in the post execution level, you have live grid protection and botnet protection. If you see live grid protection, there's a registered trademark sign next to it. That is basically any customer. That is, right now a person is sitting in Pakistan, right now a person is sitting in Saudi, a guy in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, ourselves in UAE, we all are sitting over here and we're using ESET solution, right? A guy sitting in Kerala might use his web browser and suddenly he's coming through an attack. So live grid protection basically is keeping us all connected to one particular grid. Okay. So when I say this, if a person who has come across an attack in Kerala and we are sitting in UAE, we get the patch update instantly based upon our internet speed saying this is a threat. So we have to protect the other user who's sitting in other corner of the world. So once an once an user comes into the ESET world, he's connected through live grid protection, and we protect them simultaneously globally. And finally, you have botnet protection, so repetitive attacks like exploit blocker, where you are being targeted specifically. ESET helps you to protect that too. So all these components are available from ESET Protect Entry, our basic bundle itself, right? This technology is there with any bundle you go from for ESET, from Protect Entry to Elite. All right. Now, the three unique features which stood across is ESET Live Grid, as I told you. Then we have our machine learning. And then we have host intrusion prevention system, which we call it as behavioral detection and blocking. So these are three standing point features which comes with our endpoint solution. So every company has its own principles. Even you as a channel partner will have your principle and decorum on how you operate. So yes, ESET also has four reliable pillars. That is reliability. As I told you, we are locally based. We are sitting in Dubai Internet City. Our post sales as well as pre-sales team is sitting in Dubai Internet City. They are sitting in India, like other vendors where you have to call and a person in India or across the world talks to a local customer or local partner. And ESET is a different story. We are locally based at Dubai Internet City. Then we have a high detection rate. which is a good sign when it comes to certain clients. If you see, there'll be a lot of false positive, but with ESET, the detection rate is way higher and less false positive scenario. And the most essential and the most unique part of ESET is its low performance impact. This is my seventh year with the organization. I can particularly vouch for this particular point. Low performance impact. We are the most lightest endpoint vendor in the market compared to, specifically, if I have to unfortunately pick names, because every vendor have their own USP. But yes, if I have to pick names, if you see Kaspersky, Sophos, F Secure, Trend Micro, yes, we are way more lighter with them, and we have customers switching, especially from Sophos, highlighting this point because they are pushing for MDR in the market right now, and ESET is lightest when it comes to their agents. And finally, ease of use. If you see Android versus iOS war, most of the users, why they don't switch from iOS to Android is the ease of use, right? So with ESET, yes, it remains the same experience, that is the ease of use, the management console, from the way you implement it, from the way we cater to you, from the way our distributors deal with you for reset. It's all simple. So these are the basic principles or the core principles which ESET believes or relies on. Our machine learning consists of deep learning, LSTM technology, classification of algorithms, and neural networks, all put together uh, makes our machine learning component, which we call it as ESET Augur. Our engine is called ESET Augur, and that's our machine learning engine. Now, ESET Protect is what we call our bundles. If there are some channel partners who used to deal 4 or 5 years back with us, you used to remember we used to have ESET Endpoint Protection, ESET Endpoint Protection. So it has been completely revamped and renamed. So now all our business bundles are called ESET Protect, and all of them have management console from 5 licenses and above. Any business license requirement starts from 5 licenses and above. All right. So this is the holistic approach we take, that is prevent, detect, respond, and predict. How we do this is basically with the components what we have. That is, we have endpoint security, we have visualization security, we have our management center, that is the management console, we have secure authentication, which is two-factor authentication, and we have encryption for preventing. And for detection, again, endpoint security, management console, our EDR, which we call it as ESET Enterprise Inspector, and we have cloud sandboxing component, which we call it as ESET Dynamic Threat Defense. For response, we use our management console, we use our EDR, and we use our cloud sandboxing, which we call it as ESET Dynamic Threat Defense. Now, for prediction, for government clients, so we have internal security forces from Qatar. Their government Royal Force. From KSA, we have Royal Private Affairs, RPA. So all these are directly reporting to the emirs. So these guys have ESET Threat Intelligence, that is a paid subscription directly from ESET HQ, where they're going to educate our clients and keep them on the toes with the latest threats and trends which is happening in the market. So that is a paid subscription. ESET Virus Radar is a paid subscription. But VLive Security is a free subscription where you just have to log into your web browser and register yourself with VLive Security, where you will get the latest news and trends of what is going to happen, what might happen in the IT scape when it comes to threats and dangers which are going to come into the market, right? So our management console is one stop for every solution. That's how I see it. That is, our management console will help you to manage our ESET endpoint products, server products, our cloud sandboxing, our EDR, as well as threat intelligence, all from a single place, right? So here again, you have to see where particularly I mentioned ESET endpoint and server products. We don't charge like other vendors licensing separate for servers, separate for endpoint. We take the total count of servers and the endpoints and we quote with one business key. So again, as a channel partner, you have to think about this where you're not burdening your customer. You can enhance your margin by selling a solution which is simple to handle post sales, as well as increases your revenue and puts a happy face in front of your customer when you face them because you're not trying to charge them for two solutions. Rather, you're going to charge for one solution with the same protection. Now, how do our management console looks? We call it as ESET Security Management Center, or ESMC. This is what our management center is going to help you with. It will take care of the EDR and the cloud sandboxing component. It will give you full access and control to all the ESET security products, which we saw as components. It will help you to generate hardware and software inventory record, especially for school clients. This will be a good selling point for you. And the reporting and the notifications can be customized as well as done with your whims and fancy. And the reporting and the notification is one essential part where some IT managers might not would not love to be notified regularly, so you can time it over there. The interface is friendly and customizable, and automation is possible. That is, you can schedule your scan, set up your scan time, everything from the management console itself. Now, this is how the management console looks. This is customizable. This is just a screenshot where it will give you the full visibility of how many devices are going to be there, how much requires attention, which are going to be facing a risk of attack. All this is customizable. This is just a basic interface screenshot, which gives you an overlook how the console might look. So you can edit this part as per your whims and fancy, as per the customer's needs, and cater to them. All right. Now, we do have solutions for the enterprises. So our management console, EDR, threat intelligence, server products, endpoint solutions, and cloud sandboxing is perfectly fit for enterprises. All right. Now, the business bundles which we sell or which we cater to our clients and customers, the most hottest business bundle which we have is called ESET Protect Advanced. So with ESET Protect Advanced, you will be having full disk encryption, which is 256-bit protected, and ESET uses its own full disk technology, encryption technology. And then we have cloud sandboxing, which we call it as advanced threat defense. We have server security, as I told you. Again, I would like to highlight that for the servers, we don't charge separately. For a use case scenario, if you might ask, how does it work? Say, for example, there's a customer giving you a total count along with the server saying, I have 134. What is 134? Four servers, 130 endpoints. So you will just quote him ESET Protect Advanced for the whole thing. You will not quote him for separate license for server, 130 separate for endpoint, two keys to manage. No. One key, 134 is the total count, one bundle, one management console for the server as well as the endpoint. It's a uni license. And the best part is, I will give you one more tip. Even if they have mobile devices, you can mix and match and take the total count and issue ESET licenses. So ESET's business licensing model is, it's a uni license model. You can mix and match, right? And then modern endpoint protection, as I explained to you previously, you have all those features coming in, and you have the management console. So ESET Protect Advanced is a total bundle which consists of full disk encryption, cloud sandboxing, management console, and it comes in cloud or on-prem. It is a hybrid-based license. All ESET bundles are hybrid-based licenses. The pricing is the same for cloud as well as on-prem. So yes, this is the basic talking points of how your organization, that is the customer's organization, will achieve a good level of protection or return of investment. With cloud sandboxing, yes, if you see, you'll be having a very unique feature where before the file comes to the network, it goes to the ESET's cloud sandboxing architecture. It runs over there, and then the customer from his management console will get a notification this is a genuine file or no. So ESET Protect Advanced has this too. So yes, multi-layer technology, as I explained to you, all those features come in, and then you have full disk encryption, as I told you. Encryption might sound as a big thing right now. It is the craze post-COVID. The dynamics of the market have changed. As channel partners, I always humbly request all my partners to talk next level in front of the customer, because the market is evolving. All the channel partners are trying to compete against each other. So it has to be healthy and an organic way. Because if I be much more specific, Etisalat and do is eating your market, right? Back in the days, channel partners used to do business of endpoint, mail security, setting up the office infrastructure, access points. All this was done by channel partners in the market. Nowadays, Etisalat is doing it. Do is doing it. They are big, big fishes. How we compete against them is you talk a language which is going to gauge or catch your customer's interest. So this is not just about ESET. This is my personal request which I put to my partners. Evolve with the market scenario. Talk to your customers about encryption, cloud sandboxing. Just don't tell them, sir, do you want antivirus? Yes, we do have antivirus. The term antivirus is over. There is no more term called antivirus. It is for basic kids and home users who has to go grab antivirus from Sharaf DG or Virgin Megastore or Carrefour or Lulu for say. We are partners, business partners. We talk to business clients. So we have something called endpoint solution, and then you promote or introduce ESET. Talk about full disk encryption, cloud sandboxing to gauge their interest. So yeah, back to the keynote. We have ESET Protect Advanced, which comes with full disk encryption, uh, your cloud sandboxing, management console, hybrid based licenses. Then we have ESET Protect Complete. I gave you few names of vendors like Symantec, which has been acquired to Broadcom, Central One, which might be acquired by next month by Vaz. You have Sophos acquired by an UK company. Kaspersky, unfortunately, you know the war which has put them in a tight situation. So there was one more guy called Hemdale Security. They came into the market at 2019. I think Malwarebytes competed with us until 2018 and they disappeared by end of 2018. Hemdale Security came into the market at 2019 until 2020. They were there in the market making a lot of ruckus. Unfortunately, not by selling technology, but by the pricing point. And they disappeared too. And ESET is still here. So we have seen so many guys come and go by. And that time, the most catch point, what Hemdale used to tell our customers during the time of renewal for ESET used to be, sir, we have vulnerability and patch management. That's the future. This is the component. So ESET does have in ESET Protect Complete vulnerability and patch management. So we don't give only that agent and endpoint. With ESET Product Complete, again you have a management console, you have modern endpoint protection, you have an hybrid based license that is cloud or on based, you have server security, you have cloud sandboxing, you have full disk encryption, you have vulnerability and patch management, which is full fledged, you have cloud application protection and mail security. The bundle says complete, and personally, if you ask me, it is a complete solution which you can sell to your customer. Because when I say cloud application protection, you're a partner. You have to sell more. You have sales targets, right? And the best part for a partner is you can sell anything under the roof to your customers. If you go with ESET Product Complete and he's telling you, how can I use this? You can tell him cloud application protection gives you complete protection for M365 bundle. That is Microsoft Teams, Share, O365, Microsoft Exchange. Everything can be protected with cloud application protection. You can have mail security protection, and you have vulnerability and patch management. Sir, roll this product to your customer. He's going to be the happiest guy, and you can sell him more and more and more. So we have ESET Product Complete, as I told you, which comes with vulnerability patch management, Microsoft 365 protection, mail security, and other features which we spoke about. Now the data sheets will be sent by Livin to all the attendees post the call which we have right now. Then we have ESET Protect Enterprise, which has EDR or XDR along with full disk encryption, cloud sandboxing, server security, modern endpoint protection platform, as well as management console. And if you have government clients, the best part in ESET is, as I told you at the start, it's a hybrid based license. So you have on premises as well as cloud. Because certain clients might come and tell you, I don't want my data, which at EDR level might communicate to somewhere else. So I want to keep it confidentially in my premises. So you have on-premises based license for ESET Protect Enterprise, as well as cloud-based licenses where you're keeping the customer happy. And I can say proudly, I think we are the only vendor in the market who have on-premises as well as cloud-based licenses still right now. So we have XDR with ESET Protect Enterprise. Now, the most amazing bundle that is one-stop solution, and maybe I can say just put a shush to your customer by selling, is ESET Protect Elite. Now you would have seen me talking about three different bundles: advanced, complete, enterprise. The mother of all, the father of all is ESET Protect Elite. Why? Because we have a management console, we have modern endpoint protection platform, it compliance for your server security, it has cloud sandboxing, it has full disk encryption, it has vulnerability patch management. I'm out of breath. We have still more features in the CSET Protect Elite. We have cloud application protection, we have mail security, we have XDR, and we have multi-factor authentication. So when I say multi-factor authentication, two-factor authentication is what we say as multi-factor authentication. You roll out this solution to your customer. The minimum number of seats requirement is 26 and above for ESET Product Elite, and you have a very happy customer and your partner. The way the customer sees you as an enterprise partner, yes, will be achieved. If you go to SMB customer, roll out the solution, talk to him about the solution, the way he sees you will be in a different level. Why? Because with ESET Product Elite, as I told you, which made me go out of breath, you have all these components coming in, right? How does it work is the most important thing. You have your management console, you have your ESET Cloud Office Security for Microsoft 365 application, you have full disk encryption, which will help you to encrypt Mac operating system, Windows operating system. We don't see the operating systems. We can encrypt them. It is a full-fledged disk, full disk encryption I'm talking about. So even if you have partitioned drives, if you have entire drives, if you have system drives, you can encrypt it. That's not a problem. You have vulnerability and patch management, as I told you. Even for the third party applications, you have XDR, you have secure authentication with ESET Protect Elite. So unfortunately, you might get call in the night saying, what solution did you sell, man? We have a problem. Because some users might not be uh, educated enough in the IT field, right? When I say this, most of the scapegoats will be in accounts field. They are novice, they do the job, they go home. They don't know about the security threats which is going on in the market. So ESET secure authentication will help them to protect in this level. That is, you have multi-factor authentication. So when he tries to log in, you can set up authentication process. It's a one-tap authentication process. So once he enters his password, he'll get a notification in his mobile. He has to access it, just like how we do to our banking applications. Yes, ESET will help you to have this multi-factor authentication, so your customer is well protected in all the levels. So ESET Protect Elite is the future. We go head in head with CrowdStrike and Central One with this particular bundle because it has all the features under the roof or under the sky, right? So this is about ESET, and this is the partnership level we have currently right now. So this will be just a complete structure what we follow right now for our channel partners. We have three kind of partnership levels: bronze, silver, and gold. So for bronze partners who are newly enabled into ESET, they get 20%, for silver 25%, and for gold 30% as per the business you do. We have half year targets. We are not like other vendors putting the knife to the throat and being a pushy guy. No, we don't do that, because that's why vendors come and disappear in the market, and still we sustain, and still we are here in the market because we are channel partner centric. I can proudly say this and I can vouch for this. and I can be very open in the numbers I do. That is 85% of my numbers are driven by the channel. Thanks to Bulwark and thanks to my partners, 85% of my numbers are done through the channel itself, and ESET's whole structure is in the same way. Our whole business is done overall throughout MENA region, 90% by the channel partners. And here we are, and here I am personally for the seventh year. So yes, our channel partners are our backbone, and we take care of them. Why I have to tell all this is, if you see, every vendors might come to you and say every quarter you have to do certain numbers to maintain your partnership level. With ESET, it is for 6 months. You do in one quarter certain numbers, you're going to sustain your partnership level for the next 6 months, right? So this is how it works. Now, if you have any questions, session, it's Onam. So I will move on fastly to Safetica, after which we can have our question and answers. So yes, Safetica is our DLP alliance technology solution, which is basically to protect data of your customer, and we make it easy for you, right? So it is a check-based company. Uh, it is founded in 2011. It is a European based company. So when I say Czech, yes, it's part of Europe. Uh, it is a DLP solution with insider threat protection components to it, and it has been rated by Gartner, Forrester, Radicati, and Software Reviews. Guys, just a heads up before we go. If you any customer comes to you and say, "Where is your DLP solution in Gartner?" You can tell them, "Sir, until 2018, Gartner used to rate DLP vendors and solutions. They have stopped rating DLP post 2018. It is then Safetica website too." So any customer, unfortunately, still not educated, comes to you, "Where is Gartner? Where is Gartner?" Tell them, "Dude, it is a third-party rating solution. End of the day, if you want your solution to work properly, go for a POC. POC is better than all this third party guys measuring or rating your products. It is not only for Safetica and ESET, it is a personal advice to you for any of the solutions you do in your portfolio. Right? Yes, it is all for bragging rights. Most vendors pay, some vendors don't pay. So you know how it works when you pay, right? The ratings goes on this way. Anyways, back to business. Gartner, Forrester, Radicati rates Safetica as one of an amazing DLP solution, right? The best part, as channel partners, you will have anything under the sky to sell, right? Your GMs will tell you, "Guys, you have 13 products, 14 products to sell." So Safetica DLP helps you to increase your revenue or club and create a bigger bill for your customer. Why? We are ready to integrate with Fortinet. We are ready to integrate with Microsoft. We are ready to integrate with ESET. In fact, you can push Safetica agent from ESET management console. That is, if you are a good sales guy, a partner whom I'm going to love, you sell ESET and Safetica to the same customer, then it comes to implementation. From ESET management console, you can push the Safetica agent also, right? So Safetica has alliance partnership with all these big vendors you see in the screen right now, and software reviews puts us as a leader along with McAfee DLP, Forcepoint, and TrustWave. And the most essential part is not the quadrant what you see. The most essential part is the software reviews, where we get ease of implementation, top rated, ease of data integration, top rated, and a gold medal for a DLP solution, right? Yes, any solution might get a gold medal. End of the day, as a partner, what is an essential thing you have to think and review is the implementation part, because that is going to give less headache to Bulwark, less headache to us, less headache to you. And with DLP, it's a vast subject. Any DLP you take, if any partners in this session right now who's doing Force Point, who's doing DG, that is Digital Guardian, who's doing GTB technologies, you know very well that the implementation for a DLP takes minimum 6 months to 5 months. For Safetica, it's 1.5 months, and the biggest reference point, again, proudly I can say, with Bulwark we did was for Oman refreshments, that is Coca-Cola or Pepsi. uh, Yeah, I think it's Pepsi, Oman Refreshments. So we had 2,500 seats in front of us, along with Bulwark support and the partner support, and ourselves, we were able to complete the project of implementation in 2 months. We competed with Forcepoint and all the big players. The customer went with us, and hopefully we renew them in the upcoming year. So yes, as a partner, you have to see integration and implementation. Safetica complements that part for you anytime and everywhere, right? So what sets Safetica unique? The more the core foundations or the basic principles what they have. As I told you, ease of use and quick to deploy. Get your money faster. As channel partner, how you get your payments? Sign it off, take the customer's approval. IT manager says, Masalama, get your payment. So yes, it's quick to deploy and easy to use, right? Advanced workplace and behavioral analysis. Yes, we have certain components which I will introduce to you in the upcoming slides. It gives you a complete picture, a very scary picture to your users or your customers who wants to check what is being happening in the network. You can have a very detailed reporting, a clear context, a justification kind of generated report from the management console. As I told you, it integrates with all the major vendors in the market, right? Again, just like ESET, it is having very less hardware requirements on the server level as well as hardware level on the endpoint. This is again a good selling point to any channel partner who's in this session, who is selling Fourth Point or GTB or DG, because I'm pretty sure you had to sell iCap server specifically for Force Point to run full fledged, which itself come to $10,000 to $8,000 in your bill or your quote to your client, which is a burden, unfortunately, in the current market landscape. So with ESET, with Safetica, I'm sorry, we don't have a very demanding requirement for the DLP to be implemented or running without any hiccups. Environment flexibility, as I told you, DLP, any DLP in this case, not only Safetica, it's about the flexibility and what you can play and customize a DLP solution with. So yes, Safetica has all these core features or foundations as a unique component for how they function and how they sell in the market. So why customer chooses a DLP solution? I don't want to say why customer chooses Safetica. We are not a pushy salesman. We have to be a sales consultant. So why a DLP goes around in the market? Basically, is for cloud and on-premises infrastructure. Is it ready? If a solution is ready, right? The integrations. If customers saying Fortinet firewall, can he use it more? Can he use his QRadar? Can you use a SIM solution more? SIEM solution? Yes, this will be an added value for him to get his capex and opex approved from his top management next year, right? And can he secure any data which is in multi-platform level, that is Mac OS or Windows, or his detection rate or his automatic, can he automate the risk detection? That is, no one is going to be working 9 to 5 productively for 8 hours, right? There is going to be a half an hour. Even the best employees, say for example 11 of Bulwark, who works for 9 hours, he might work for 8 hours 45 minutes. Hats off for Bulwark, but that 15 minutes he might take a smoke break or a coffee break. So yes, we are humans. End of the day, we might have limitations. Even I have limitations. I take 4 smoke breaks. So yeah, so you can automate your risk detection. So there's a less hassle for your IT manager. So these are the basic things. Not only for Safetica, any IT manager might look from a solution. So Safetica chooses or has all this core points when you can position the product to your customers, right? So, with all these features or the core principles, what they have grown up since 2011 to 2023 in a span of literally 13 years. They have 300,000 plus protected device. They are there in 120 plus countries, and they have 220 plus business partners and growing. That is, you guys in the session. I hope I hope, I cross my fingers and I pray during Onam that you guys will be onboarded too as partners with us. All right. Some of the selected references, just like other vendors, I have to put up some big names over here. So globally, all these guys are using Safetica. Few names which might catch your attention might be Hyundai, Merck, Coca-Cola, and New Line Cinema. So all these guys use Safetica. Best part as channel partners, which we have to sell ourselves by showing or showcasing references, are these. These are locally based. Nikki Beach is part of Dubai Holding. They use ESET, I mean Safetica, sorry. I've been selling ESET a lot, so Safetica doesn't come up. Anyway, so Nikki Beach uses Safetica solution, Royal Private Affairs, that's the Crown Prince private court that they use Safetica. And we have Al Mansuri Group, who is in Abu Dhabi using Safetica. We have Toshiba, who sits in UAE. They use Safetica, Aspen Medical, NAFCO, Grant Thornton, National Express, Planet Pharmacies. The most essential thing, if you see in the references part, is Use Gulf Finance does something which is not at all same to what NAFCO does. Aspen Medical does something what Al Mansuri Group doesn't do. DLP is an must-sell solution, guys, as channel partners. Again, just like how I told you about ESET Protect Elite, I will say talk about DLP, you will be a niche guy in front of your customer. You're going to be different from other partner who comes in. Hello, sir. How are you? Today we have any requirement? Account managers are the same. What sets you apart from another competing partner is very simple. Go with a consultant approach. Talk to him about solutions like full disk encryption, DLP. Customer listen to you more. He will be interested in your talk more. So this is why I want to stress this point over here. DLP can be positioned to any customer. It is just how you talk, how you pitch, right? How you're gonna do it? Let me help you with it. What defines Safetica? It's protection, protecting your data from insider threat as well as external threat or the usage of your data. So it is not going to be a load on the employees or the IT team. It is value for money, as I told you, automation. So yes, it's going to happen that part. We are experts in preventing the mistakes people make. Safetica safely or proudly brags on this point because their solution helps and mistake to happen. How beautiful is that? Before a mistake happens, you're going to stop it. So Safetica helps you in doing it, right? And it is going to be multi-platform supportive. That is, you can use it on Mac OS as well as Windows OS, on-prem or cloud. It doesn't matter. Desktop, server, notebooks, yes, and endpoints. It is going to be multi-platform supportive. What it makes Safetica unique. As I told you, as channel partners, the most interesting point is first point, easy to use, quick to deploy, advanced workspace and behavioral analysis, gives a clear context to all data you see, right? So these are the unique points of Safetica. Key pillars of Safety's product strategy is insider threat protection. How they do it, they have a business suite or a component which helps you to protect from insider threat protection. Data anywhere, you might have a very, if there's a smart guy out here like a pre-sales engineer in the session, you might ask you he might ask like, man, I put Safetica, the guy goes off for a vacation, will the policies be there? Yes sir, it is going to be there. So data anywhere, still Safetica is going to protect them. Automation education, as I told you, it's a DLP solution, data leak prevention solution. So it helps to educate the organization and its users as well as automate the process in the most sustainable and fast way. So how it helps and works? The most common scenarios we see. Yes, we would have come across. We are in the business. Some of our colleague might have done it. Some of our friends might have done it. That is personal data, strategic plans, customer databases, intellectual property, and contracts of a particular organization is what is the most unique point for a company to sustain in the market. So people might take it and run it off. So these are the common problems. So how it happens? Problems in processes. If a HR is not good in the current organization, you will look out for offers. So yeah, you might take any of this documents and run away to a next organization. Disgruntled employees, angry guy if the GM is going to be noisy, pokey, putting you to the edge. Yes, you might be a disgruntled employee and you might take off the sensitive data of an organization. And finally, human error, the most innocent ones, that is by mistake, we send out a mail with a confidential data or a database which is just for internal communication. So, yes, these are the most common threats, basic threats which we come across, and Safetica helps you to protect all of them. Yeah. These are the most frequent data leak channels, and Safetica helps you to protect all of these. Oh, this is the scary part. Insider threats are rising. So the employees who are in an organization are in threat, unfortunately, as per Safetica. So how it happens? These are some of the stats in front of you. 30% of data breaches involve actors, that is, who sits in an organization, works for a different organization. 47% increase of incident threat incidents in the last 2 years. So, yes, these are some of the percentages, which is not just Middle East, it's a global stats which you see across. $11.45 million spent on average impacted by insider. That's the loss overall organization has been facing as loss. So to find out, it takes minimum 2 months for the HR and an organization to find out who's the black sheep, right? Uh, and 73% of data breaches take discover. So it takes a lot of time and effort to find out where the threats are coming from. 88% of companies cannot detect insider threat. The innocent ones who still trust the black sheep are standing at 88%. Every organization can use secure its data. Yes, any organization can. Safetica can help you by discovering, educating, and protecting by selling or using their solution to any organization. Right? So, how Safetica helps you in the most three easiest way, that is discovery, education, and protection. What are the most common leak channels? So this is an interesting part. File sharing and social media. You have WeTransfer, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have WhatsApp chat, and fortunately, WhatsApp web has come in. So these are the most common leak channels which a user can use to leak the data. And the most common channel is going to be email. Then you have internet, that is your web browser, WeTransfer or sharing applications. You have removable storage, that is you have external drives, flash drives or external hard disks which you can plug and take off your data. You have media, which is unfortunate to say or sad to say, there's no more CDs right now, right? Back in the days when we were kids, we used to have CDs. So yeah, CDs if still being used, that is one of another leak channel. You have printers where you can take hard copies and go off. And then you have operations like copy paste and screenshot, and connections like Bluetooth and Fireware, and instant messaging like what we are doing right now, Microsoft Teams, Skype or Cisco, and Microsoft 365 suite and cloud solutions. All these are the most common leak channels and user or an IT employee can use to get the data out of his organization or from his endpoint. So, how Safetica works to protect you from this happening is very simple. You have a management console for Safetica. It integrates with your Fortinet firewall or with your SIM solution like QRadar. You set up the policies on your console, push it on your server. It has built-in classification. You push in the policies and the agents to the endpoints. You're going to get alerts back to your management console and servers who is playing with what and what is being done with the data. That is, you can detect, you can notify your management, you can, the user can also justify why he's trying to do it, and the best part, you can block the operation from happening. That is from mail, from cloud access, from external drives, print and command, and web browser. You can block all this with the help of Safetica, right? Now, how the product portfolio works for Safetica is we have discovery, we have protection, we have enterprise, and an added module called Safetica UEBA. All right. So these are three bundles, just like how I explained to you, ESET. I'm just refreshing your knowledge. I know you guys are waiting for the Sadhya, but still. Uh, you have Protect Advanced, Complete, Enterprise, Elite. Just like that, you have Discovery, Protection, and Enterprise in Safetica. Optional module is UEBA, right? So Safetica One Discovery is for basic SMBs who just tell you, hey partner, I don't have a lot of budget, but I'm interested in DLP. So give me a DLP solution. You can sell them off Safetica One Discovery because it gives you instant notification and it can even help you to generate reports. It will help you to audit and classify your data flow. That is, you can see how the data is being flowed, who is doing what. You can audit and classify. You can get an insight into what is happening in the organization with the particular data. You can discover and remove unnecessary software, cloud services, or hardware requirements which is there. It integrates with Microsoft 365, just like he said, and it is easy to deploy. And you can add the UEBA component to see user activity, right? Now, the most selling solution, just like Safetica Protect Advanced, is Safetica One Protection Bundle because it gives full control over your data flow as well as internal risks. It can comply, it can give you real-time notification, fast. You can segregate with Safetica zones the level of data security. That is, you can tag them. And the best part is you can create shadow copy of leaking data to keep it as a evidence against employee X. He might come to you 1 month down the line and say, hey guys, I didn't do this part. So it creates a shadow copy to justify your statement in front of the management saying, hey, you have done this action. We don't want to fire you, but we are just letting you know we are smart enough to find out what you have done, right? So you can create a shadow copy with the help of Safety Command Protection, and you can clearly set up policies for how a data can flow, what a user can do with the data. You can detect potential external threats as well as internal threats who are trying to do what with the data. It helps you to enhance your employees' knowledge on how to work with sensitive data, and you can bring a total control of all the devices which is online and offline with the help of Safetica One Protection. Safetica One Enterprise, as the name goes by, it is for enterprise customers. It has the same features of what you have seen in protection, but you can customize your notification with brand name. Say for example, now right now we have Tauji's as one of our customers. They have gone for Safety Common Enterprise because when they generate the notification or send out reports to their top management, they need it to be customized with the logo. So yes, we have done it for them, and it supports multi-domain environment. So yeah, it supports for Active Directory. Direct integration is there, and seamless integration is the most key point. What sets enterprise unique from protection? That is, it has SIM integration, as well as it integrates with multiple appliances. Say for example, in this case, it is Fortinet, right? So yeah, this is what Safetica One Enterprise helps you to achieve. And Safetica One UEBA is an additional module which can be clubbed with Discovery, Protection, or Enterprise. You can add this component to any of the three bundles you're selling. So what it does, it will help you to track the user behavior. That is, say for example, so whom do we have today? Sonali, myself, Levin, and Ajoy. So it will help our organizations to see what four of us are doing uh, on 8 hours which we are sent to work, 8 to 5, right? So did we use spend our time in Facebook? Did we spend our time in Twitter? Did we spend our time in LinkedIn? All this can be tracked in the granular level with the help of UEBA, and you can have this all recorded via emails, and you can also track and record undesirable user activity. That is, if I spend a lot of time instead of, say, for example, Twitter, I'm spending a lot of time in Tinder during 9 to 5. Yes, that's an undesirable activity because it is post 5 p.m. activity. So, yeah, that can be tracked with the help of UEBA. And you can also have an audit resource usage. That is, you can have a complete audit resource tag where you can see how the hardware is being used, how much data bandwidth is being used by uTorrent to be downloading. So yeah, all this can be generated in a most comprehensive report and real-time notifications and given to your top management. So UEB is an added feature which can be clubbed with discovery, protection, or enterprise as an upsell. If the customer is asking you, I want to screw even the users, so you can tell them to go with UEB. So the best part about DLP, as I told you, as channel partners, you can sell more and more. So you can sell DLP when you're trying to sell all these products which you see in front of your screen. That is, if you are a Fortinet partner, you can position DLP. If you are a Varonis partner, you can position Safetica DLP. I hate to say this. If you're a Sophos partner, again you can sell Safetica DLP. Bolden James data classification tool. Yes, if you're a partner for that, you can club and sell Safetica there. I love you when you sell ESET. So yeah, with ESET you can sell Safetica, Panda, Microsoft Azure, Kaspersky, Bitdefender, IBM QRadar, Ascent Solutions, Splunk, you name it. All the enterprise solutions integrate with Safetica DLP. So sell any of them, sell Safetica too. So it's a direct integration with Microsoft 365. So the whole bundle integrates with Safetica, Fortinet ready, as I told you, with Safetica One Enterprise bundle. It directly has a switch in the management console. You switch it on, so your 48, 40 mail, and 40 SIM integrates with Safetica instantly. So Safetica is Fortinet Fabric ready. So the whole summary of DLP in a gist is it's a solution which will add value as a partner. And the best part, I'll just give you one more heads up. You might ask me, it's a DLP solution, Mohsen. You told me all this can be done. We have smart users who sees in the logo down in the taskbar, whichever is running, he will right click and exit, or he'll right click and force quit. The best part about Safetica, it runs in the background without appearing in the taskbar. So yeah, so it's in complete incognito mode. So it's a complete return of investment for any guy who buys DLP, right? Anyways, now an executive summary about Safetica DLP. It helps you from insider threats. It helps you to get your customers certified for HIPAA, and in UAE it is NESA. So yes, Safetica is NESA compliant, HIPAA compliant, GDPR compliant. It will help them to get even ISO certification. We are working on a 600 license opportunity recently, where we are helping the customer to get ISO certification. So yes, Safetica helps you to get all those various certifications. It is easy to use, quick to deploy, low hardware requirements for endpoints and servers. We are not going to be greedy like Forcepoint or GDB or DG, demanding the customer to have a very, very advanced hardware required infrastructure. No, we are a layman. We work smart. So, yes, we don't demand as such infrastructural requirements for a solution to run. And then rapid time to value with easy to choose product tires. As I told you, we have three tires, that is discovery, protection, and enterprise. Customer can go for which one of them as per his requirement, and he can add UEBA if he requires behavioral analysis. And third party integrations as channel partners or partners in the region. This is most essential part because you can upsell and cross sell to your existing customers by selling whatever you sell, but you can sell Safetica too along with it. And the most main part is whatever we talk, end of the day, it's about compatibility, right? We all live in together. We all live in a world where we all have to live together, whatever faith, whatever caste, whatever religion we are. So the same way goes with Safetica. It works in all the platforms, that is Mac OS as well as Windows, the most majority of them. We work with all of them. It is cloud based or on premises. Yes, it has the flexibility to do that too. So Safetica is a universal product and universal friendly solution. So thank you so much, guys, for giving you your time during Onam. I think it's time for Sadhya. Any questions from your side? I'm open to answer them if you have any. If not, let me know what we can do next. Thank you so much for your time, Bulwark and the partners.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the valuable insights, not only about ESET and Safetica, but also about general market. We have one question from Mr. Ali Akbar.
Levin, I
He,
think you're already in owner mood. We are not able to hear you, man.
what about now?
Kind of, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. So we have one question from Mr. Ali Akbar. He would
Yeah.
like to know more about more details on our ESET email security.
ESET email security. So, thank you so much for the question, sir. Firstly, if we see if there is a customer who wants an Outlook level, you can sell him a bundle called ESET Protect Entry itself that comes with a plugin. So it monitors on exchange level anti-spam and anti malware kind of mails, right? Now, if you have a customer who is specifically asking you a full-fledged mail service uh, protection, you can give them ESET Protect Complete because it has mail security as well as Office 365 integration, right? So when I say that, we call it as ESET Cloud Office Security. That is how we call it in our terms. So it gives you an advanced protection for Microsoft 365 application, that is including a mail security. Okay, that is, you can protect them from the latest malwares as well as spyware, which commonly happens. That is, spam filtering is available, anti-phishing is available. All these features comes in with Cloud Office Security itself, sir.
I believe he got all the details he needed for.
I would
And
request you to
now,
send the data sheets for all this.
yes, sure.
And
We will. I will take it up with Mr. Ali.
yeah, and the
And
best part is, I would request you again to send you one of the data sheets which I sent you for vulnerability and patch management, because some partners would have heard about OpSWAT vendor. So for vulnerability and patch management, ESET actually uses their technology, OpSWAT's technology. Just a heads up for all of you. Yeah.
yeah, sure. And now we have one other question. It's for if the client needs EDR and DLP with DC. Okay, so in that case, we would have to position ESET Elite plus Safetica one protection.
Yeah, you can position when it comes to EDR, ESET Protect Enterprise or ESET Protect Elite, any with any of the safety cup bundle. Because as I told you, XDR is available with Enterprise and Elite. Okay, Elite is having additional features like whatever we saw right now, like two-factor authentication, vulnerability patch management. But yes, we have to be sometimes budget friendly. So if he's asking you for EDR and Safetica, you can give them ESET Protect Enterprise or ESET Protect Elite along with any of the Safetica bundle.
Okay, and okay, we have one more question. It's I believe it's for email security. That it does it have URL rewrite? So as from our technical team, we do not have that feature. It's I believe it's only in the exchange in the ESET mail security version. So we will clarify on you on that on more details.
So main
So
security version, as I told you, it is available in complete. Yeah.
yes, it's available in complete.
So
Yes,
if you want cloud
security
application
and complete.
protection, cloud office security, it is available in complete. Or just like Ajoy said, if you want mail security, it's available in complete again. So it is mix and
Yes,
match.
yes, yes. Okay, okay, Mr. Harish, we will share you more details on the required topics. So I believe do we do not have any more questions. So Mohsen, I think we'll wind up.
Thank you so
Everyone
much.
has to go
And
for
you
the
guys owe
office
me a
learning.
sadhya. So let me know. I'll
Sure,
be
sure.
coming down. And thank you, partners. You are our backbone. I can proudly say that. Thank you for giving us your time. time is money end of the day. So thank you for being part of the call, listening to me for 1 hour during Onam there too. So happy Onam. Thank you again. Our office is at Dubai Internet City. You can talk to Livin. You can all come at one go. We can have an direct touch with you, a lunch and learn session where we can have lunch and learn, and you can have a technical session where our pre-sales and post-sales engineer can have an hands-on with you. You are most welcome to our office. It is at Dubai Internet City. Livin knows the location. He can bring all of you at one go. We can sit and see face to face. Let's put a face to our voice, right? Thank you so much again, Bulwark, and thank you to the partners.
Thank you, Mohsin. Thank you. Thank you to the partners for your valuable time. Everyone, have a wonderful Onam. Have a delicious Sadhya as well. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Take care. Take care. Bye.
Team, thanks for your presence and for thanks by Mosin. Would request of enticing presentation, which was evaluation form to help partners to please kind of. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous to address your requirement of your presence for the webinar. Thanks a lot for your presence for the webinar. Thank you.